My name is Larcombe. I'm a commercial photographer. I work in Adelaide and I shoot magazine work and commercial work. If there was a word that would describe me, I think it would be obsessive. I think I'm quite obsessive about the whole image making process. I love the adrenaline rush that you get from working with people and working under pressure often in short windows. More and more I'm trying to shoot what I see. I'm trying to make sure that my images are more about the person that I'm shooting and less about what I think that person is. I worked on a project, it was for Clean Seas, and I worked on a large campaign to rebrand and repackage those products as luxury items. So the design company that I was working with came up with this food as fashion kind of idea, as if you're selling the fish as like you would a Gucci handbag or Prada or in that kind of line. Working in that collaborative environment is the thing that at the moment is what I'm enjoying most about my work. You work with a designer or with a creative from the outset and all the way into the pre-production and the execution, so that really in the end the photography, the final direction of the talent and that final intense moments, that's the enjoyable part, and that's the part that that's the nice bit at the end. I think one of my most memorable shoots would have been an assignment for Time magazine. And the story started off in Arnhem Land and then ended up on a place called Elcho Island. We'd done all the right things. We'd gone through the Northern Land Council and made an appointment to see a senior elder. So we drove out to see this guy and he said, "I won't talk to you unless you pay me." And on our first day there we spoke to a local mechanic and he said, "Well, there is one other person you might be able to speak to. His name is Garley, but he lives out on an outstation, but sometimes he comes into town." And eventually we went to this house and so out come this fantastic man who suddenly gave us this amazing interview over the next 45 minutes. So the next question was, is there somewhere nearby which connects to the story that you've just told us? And he said, yes, there's this tree nearby and a beach, but we have to ask for somebody else's permission before we can go there. So then started the next part of the journey. So we ended up getting to this place and in 15 minutes I took these pictures, and that supplemented with the work that I'd done the previous day was enough to fill about an 8-page spread. So at the end of the day there's no excuses, you just have to get it. You just have to make the story work. There is a personal project which I've been working on for about 18 months now, which is to document the 30 or so fishers who fish the Coorong area at the lower lakes at the end of the River Murray. I started that project after bumping into one of the fishermen. And this guy was talking about how there's only 30 or so of these fishermen and how they fish sustainably and how they just work from their small boats. I think the way things are going down in that area, that there is a possibility that those fishermen may not exist anymore, in future years. And I think it's an important historical piece just to document. There's a style of photography which I'm really loving at the moment, which is made possible by very, very fast lenses and the very low noise in the modern digital chips. So I'm taking photographs now basically by moonlight of these fishermen pulling their nets in with these dark, dramatic skies, and it's freezing cold and it's just fantastic. It's like you really know you're alive and you're capturing something that's so simple and basic and uncomplicated.